Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, a long, long time. Oh, not bad for a Monday morning.
Eloquent Oracy is a way of using storytelling and conversation in the classroom to improve children's vocabulary, to get them talking with each other, not just us talking at children. It's a way of extending language, both spoken and the understanding of that language, so that then they can use it later on in their written work.
He stood at the front door. He got his great big furry paw and he... on the door. "Who is it?" said Grandma. That's quite all right. I don't know where that voice came from either. "Who is it?" she said. And the wolf said, "It's Little Red Riding Hood."
Very often we find in early years settings, children arrive at school, in nursery and even in reception, where they can hardly even talk, where some of them don't even know their own names because they haven't been spoken to at home, because they haven't been engaged in conversations. And we think that nursery rhymes, storytelling, traditional oral storytelling can help hugely in developing their understanding of what the spoken word actually is.
Swallowed her in one enormous gulp. In fact, everybody get your hands in one great big, and as we do it, I want everybody to go snap, nom, 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 nom. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, snap, nom, 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 nom.
Jeanette and I sometimes call it getting the learning in under the wire. In other words, the kids are learning, they're absorbing information, they're absorbing language and vocabulary without even realizing. We're in the safe environment of a story. They're being entertained, they're engaged, and that way you'll find that by midway through the story, if you have a repeated pattern, because all oral traditional storytelling includes repeated patterns, they're joining in with those words and phrases. We give them chances to join in with words. I might say, it wasn't just a big elephant, it was a huge elephant. Of course, by the time you get to the end of the word huge, the children are joining in. It was enormous, it was fantastic. And when you repeat those little patterns a few times in the story, by the end of it, even the children that weren't joining in at the beginning have now learnt those words, they've now joined in with them.
1, 2, 3. Fantastic! Look,
it's giving the children confidence because, again, it's a safe environment. They're not thinking about, oh, I have to come up with a wonderful word here. They're just joining in the fun of storytelling.
Big, wide. She said, "Grandma, happy birthday."
There was some research done a few years ago which said that if a storyteller or an actor, a performer, moves up and down, in other words, just gets up out of their chair maybe, or sits on the floor at their level and then jumps up again, if they move from side to side while they're performing and telling a story, then the motion of the children's heads following them, listening to that story, actually helps them to engage and they can concentrate better. They will stay focused on a story for longer, particularly with younger children, than if you're just sitting in one still position and telling the story that way.
I'm never eating anybody ever again. And they all lived happily ever after. The